Howdy folks, just thought I'd make a little video here showing some updates to the new, not the new, but the upgraded farm room or fishing room. Made some changes with lighting and fans outside as well. So this used to be just nothing but plywood walls in here, and it was all exposed ceiling, like rafters and stuff, and it's been like that since we built it actually. And we decided we needed to refresh this room a little bit and kind of give it a little bit of an upgrade. So this was like a year and a half ago when we did this. New barnwood on the back wall. This wall is a little bit different. It's still tongue and groove, but it's a little bit different wood. We added a window here so we can look out and see the pond. Added a washer and dryer combo right here so we can do laundry. Cabinets are all new. These were actually here before we renovated. I think this was on this wall somewhere. We switched it to above the sink, so that's that one. There's the microwave, so we need to heat some food up. We can do that. The sink was already here. Fridge, we added a fridge here. So before this was all renovated, it was just exposed rafters. I wanted to add a fan in this room because it got so freaking hot in this room during the summertime. It not being ventilated well, the heat would just stick and just stay in this room. And I decided, because there was a beam, there still is, a beam going this way, I think where that thing is there. I decided I wanted to put a fan there and just run the wire to just a hot box and just have it hot all the time. So I picked out, it was actually I got it from Habitat. It was a white 5-blade original from 1994, I believe. And I put it there for a long time. And it honestly didn't really help because, the heat would stay, above it, and it would just blow the heat down and make it 5 times hotter in here than it actually was. And so then I decided, why don't I just reverse and have the air blowing up towards the gable. So I did that, and it got a little, you could feel a difference. It wasn't great, but you could feel it did get a little bit cooler in here. And then that was in here, and then I replaced it with another white one because that one, the coil failed. Had to replace the coil in it. And then I decided to put that one in my room, and that's the one that's in my room now. That white 5-blade one. And then I replaced it with a Mariner I got off of eBay. That was here for a while. And then before we renovated, we're like, well, if we're gonna renovate, we gotta do it the right way. We're gonna have 4 cans and then have the fan in the middle. So that's what we did. Put 4 cans, fan in the middle, and then, just plywood or whatever this, I forget what he calls this. Just have this above it. Like, it's just a ceiling. And it looks good. This used to be just plain plywood, but I told him, I said, let's just paint it white for some contrast. And it does look a lot better. And so, the fan I originally put here was a 93 4-blade brown original. And that one spent his life. It came to me as a white fan. I painted it brown. That one hung in the pub for maybe 3-4 years. And then I got one of the ones from Charleston. It was an 87 brown. 87, might have been 86. No, 87. It was a 1987 chestnut brown original. And I replaced the 93 with it. The 93 came down. It hung in a couple different places in the house since then. Then I decided, because it was just sitting in the basement. I'm like, I know exactly where I can put this fan, so I put it here for a while after this room was done. And it did great for a year and a half. Excuse me. I don't know, I'm so tired today. I slept great, but I'm out of it. So that one hung here for a year and a half. And then I don't know if a bug got inside of it or something got trapped between the winding and the rotor, in between there where it spins, where it meets the coil. And I don't know if it was a stink bug, because this place gets full of stink bugs in the summertime when it gets warmer out. I don't know if it was that or something else. And I took it apart and I couldn't find anything. And I said, well, it can't be the bearings, because I put fresh bearings in it, put new oil in it, runs like a champ, but just that scraping sound it was making. So I took it apart, blah blah blah. Took an air nozzle to it and blew everything out of it. And I'm like, well, I need something to replace it when I take it down. And I had this thing kicking around in the shop for a while. This is a backup spare to one of the porch fans that went out. Actually, this one went out, and I replaced it with an identical fan on the back porch. And this one, the coil was going out because it got so humid out there that eventually, when I turned it on, it just popped and sparked. And I said, "Screw it! I'm not going to live with that." So I took it down, changed out the coil. I found there was a short in the coil where some water had gone on it. And yeah, it's been here ever since. And doing good. It's wired hot right now. I've got it controlled by the push in. I would like to put a switch there one day for it, just to control it with a switch, but it's hot right now, so like I just said. Anyway, so that's that one. We keep it on medium in the summertime, or high when we're not here, because it does get pretty stuffy in this room since there is no AC. And we keep those windows open a lot for ventilation, but it does help a lot. It's brought the heat down significantly, so the temperature in the room down. So yeah, that's that one. And then out here we have two, well, actually not two, but we have two originals, but they're different years and different finishes. This one is a 2004 or 5. I think it's a 2005. Weathered brick original. This was a haul of about 5 of them I got from Charleston. These were sitting in the original boxes they make now with the newer style original on them. They had a bunch of these sitting in those boxes at Habitat. These were originally tropical originals with the wicker blades on them and those ugly irons. And growing up, I saw a lot of those tropical originals as a kid, but I never cared for the blades or irons on them. They just looked ugly. And so I decided to find some spray paint to get some normal irons and paint them. This is Rust-Oleum. It's a textured bronze or something. But I forget the name. It's a Rust-Oleum. It's a textured paint. But anyway, it is such a close match to the original finish. Like, you can't even tell it just by looking at it. So I've got that paint at home, and I'll probably go home and see what the finish is called. So there's that. And this one has the veneer plywood and oak blades on it, but people say you shouldn't really put those blades outside because it'll warp and it'll start cracking real easily. It's been out here for a year and a half, and it's just a little bit of dust on it. They haven't warped at all, so they're doing pretty good out here. And then this one, this is a 99 or 2000. Let's see. Yeah, 2000. This one came to me, shoot, I forget what, I don't know where I got this one from. Habitat or somebody gave it to me. But this one was originally a white fan. And it was a white fan, came to me. It had no blades or irons with it, just the motor. And it stayed white for a while, and then I painted it black, just like a regular house paint black. I painted over the tag, which was stupid. Looking back now, I realize how stupid that was, because that was when I wasn't really doing good restoration jobs at that time. I was just painting it and whatever, Luckily, I had enough parts for this fan to make it a complete fan. And so it was black for a while, and then I didn't even like sandblast it or nothing. I just painted it brown just over the black. But I got some paint thinner and cleaned the tag up decent. You can still see that black around the bottom edge of it there. It's not terrible, but it's it's good enough that you can still read the tag. So yeah. And now I'm painting it. It's Rust-Oleum Kona Brown, I believe they call it. Or it might be that leather brown. But anyway, yeah. It's a little bit darker shade of brown than the factory chestnut brown, but it works out here. So yeah. So we'll guess we'll take these up to low. This one being a Chinese model, it's got the cheaper skeleton motor in it, but it's still a really good performer. These both have fresh oil in them. And there's that black one down there. Eventually, I'm gonna replace this one with a brown one. I just don't know when that's gonna be. So there's low. Of course, this one being a Chinese model, it's a little bit faster than the standard American low. And medium. I did find these deer antler pull chains off of eBay. I was just looking for rustic fan chains, and that's what came up, and I liked them. So I bought 3 of them originally, but I guess they got the order wrong, and they gave me like 9. So I got a whole box in the back of my truck of antler pull chains. There's medium. Medium, they're pretty close to RPM. They're almost dead on. This one's a little bit faster. That one being in the open air like it is, there's always a cross breeze coming across here. So that one does get hit by the wind and the whatever, The blades are a little bit bent on it, but that's just normal. If you leave an original outdoors for long enough, it will get beat up. Especially in a strong winds like we get out here. So there's medium on both of them. And there's medium on that one too. I guess I'll take this one up to high too, just so we have somewhat of a fair comparison. So there's high on all three of them now. This one I've got a balancing kit on it because the blades look perfect, but there's one blade that's, I don't know if it's a slight heavier than the other ones or what, but for the life of me, I cannot get it to not wobble. So it's not terrible. It's a little bit worse off of camera, but yeah, it's not as bad on camera. But and then this one sometimes fluctuates. It'll go this speed and then it'll kick up to like an American high. I don't know if it's something in the voltage that's out here, or if it's just the wind that's blowing on it, like through the open air. But it is kind of weird how it fluctuates like that. Like it'll be this speed and then it'll just take off and be like an American. Sometimes it'll actually be faster than the American originals. Like right now, it's kicking up a little bit. There it goes. And now it's, yep. Yep, now that's faster now. And then it'll slow back down. So I don't know what's going on with that one, but have to check and see. Guess we'll shut them off because it is getting pretty cold out here. We'll spin down on these and see which one finishes first. Like I said, all three of them have fresh oil in them, and the bearings have been, I took the bearings out and cleaned them with, just flushed them in oil, cleaned them out, WD-40, all that good stuff, and they spin a lot freer than they used to, so. Yeah, it's going to be that one because the wind, like I said, it's right in the cross breeze, so that one's going to stop first. And then I think it's going to be this one and then this one. So. Yep, so that one's going to stop. And then this one. They got little duckies. Bye, duckies. Ferocious today. And then that one. Alright, well, that's all I got for now. Thanks for watching, y'all.